Welcome back to another episode of Appraisal Adventures. Here we go.
So let me give you a tour of the Ancients section that I've been trying to organize. And holy cow, I am in over my head. Yeah. So over here we've got the only pile of ancient labeled coins. So that's helpful. That's maybe 30 coins. This one's labeled Ancient Judea, but I can't see any details on that, so I can trust them. Over here, I just started organizing this. I believe I've seen stuff like this before, but I don't remember what it's from. So if anybody's got any idea, shoot me a message. I grouped these coins with it because the text looks very similar on the back. So they've all got that kind of halo-ish figure on the front. Yeah, stop dropping these coins. And these all, I think, are from the Byzantine Empire because they're labeled as such. We've got like a holy figure there with text. So that's probably what these other ones are over here. What I can see here is I've also got holy figures on one side and then like 4 quadrants of characters. Yeah, like a holy-ish figure. 4 quadrants of characters. A holy-ish figure. And that blocky text. So I think those are all Byzantine. Again, if you have help for me, please let me know. This is labeled, the only one labeled Ancient Greece. Again, I have to trust him on that. I have no clue. I'm trying to find stuff on the internet to help out with that. And one of the things I found was busts. So if you can find a bust, they've got a whole picture list of busts that I can check out and see if they match. These things are huge over here. They've got a giant M on the back, which I think is neat. I guess maybe that's an N. No, that's an M. So, never seen those. But I haven't seen a lot of ancients. Over here we've got a few that look like they're silver. Different from all the copper I've been handling. And iron and whatever else is in here. And this row here is ones with identifiable markings. But I didn't see any busts on these. So if you got any ideas on these, let me know. And then next to it, I've got this column that I'm not sure, but their luster and their weight seems to be like it might be gold. I have no clue. I've got to check with a magnet and do some tests, but I doubt I'm going to be able to figure that out. Over here we have a pile of stuff that's so worn down I don't think I'm going to find something. Oops, that one was a bust. That I don't think I'm going to find anything on them. And they're either partials or completely worn down. And I can see a figure there. I might be able to make out that guy, maybe, from a bust. That might be some text. Maybe I shouldn't give up on that one. That one might be Byzantine-ish. I'm not even sure this one's an ancient. So, speaking of that, I've been going through this pile right here too, and I've found that these are in here. Now this one looks ancient, but it says copy down there. So, clearly that's a replica. That helped me out a lot. It's by far the best looking ancient I've come across, but it's a replica. But, I mean, this whole pile has been interesting stuff. Like, we've got some 1818 1 cents from America in here. This looks like it's from the Ottoman Empire, because I recognize the Torah, or the, yeah, something like that. We've got some fun money in here. There it is, fun money, 10 fun money. Some interesting tokens. This is completely corroded, but I'm pretty sure that's a cent. Got another, it's an 1852 1 cent. Another token at Blue Point, OPA. Feels interesting. That looks like it's got some stars. And it's like 1890, I think, down there. I think this is silver, so I wonder what that might be. Yeah, it's a quarter. And then, oh, that's ancient. Totally ancient. Looks like a 43, to be honest with you. Which means it's silver. Who knows what the... Oh, it's an S. 43S. Nice. Cool. Yeah. Got some other stuff like this that... I believe that is known as the Octopus Man. And he shows up on a lot of like the Indian Empire coinage and whatnot. So this guy's doing kind of a leg kick right there up in the air. I found one similar to this for the Chola Empire. So, and my bag hunts. This one looks like it's probably from Belgium. So yeah, finding all sorts of things in here. It's a lot of fun. Like I said, this is pretty poorly organized, but it's not terrible. We got a dime. Barber dime. Cool. So there's, oh, and then we got this whole stack of Roman coins. They're just labeled ancient Roman coins. And I'll just bring some of this into the light. These are all also from the Indian empires of the early thousands to 1500s, who knows. I doubt I'm going to be able to identify these easily. Probably just going to try to find somebody that specializes in this stuff, because holy cow, there's a lot of them. Well, I looked back at my video and I realized I missed a pile. So this pile was labeled widow's mites. Not exactly sure what constitutes a widow's mite, but, and they're small. I know widow's mites in the Bible was mentioned that they were very small, kind of the smallest denomination. There's a story with or parable from Jesus. Anyways, I'm gonna have to look up and figure out what constitutes a widow's mite and what doesn't. What makes it different from just a piece of copper or whatever metals these are. So if you have more ideas on that, let me know too. Thanks. Just a short update on the ancients that I was looking at. I valued most of them at about $4 a piece. That's what I was seeing, that you could sell unidentified Roman or Byzantine or whatever else online. So I listed those at $4 a piece. Generally, I'm suggesting that she puts them in a bundle of 4. And then there were several that were already identified. The widow's mites pile, I looked through and I figured out what a widow's mite was. And it looked like there was only about 20 or so in there. So not as many as were identified, and there was one really good example, which if it's real could go for about $100. But the rest of the widow's mites are probably $6 to $20, depending on what people will bid on them. And then the ones that were from the Middle East, I'm also listing those at $4 a piece. There's just too many variations and a lot of little nuances with the writing. I can't understand the writing, so from what I understand, $4 a piece for those would also go well. Alright, well, thanks for tuning in. This has been the Ancients part of just this little bucket right here. So we'll keep going, and I'll give you updates as I go. Thanks for tuning in. This has been Brad, and not my world coins.